Have you ever returned to a place you love only to find it's become a stranger? That's the feeling hitting thousands of former Las Vegas loyalists. The city that once promised a high roller experience for the everyman is now sending a very different message. It's a message written in the language of exorbitant prices and an icy corporate atmosphere. From the moment you land, the changes are impossible to ignore. A simple cup of coffee can set you back $9. Parking your car, once a complimentary perk, now feels like a shakedown, demanding up to $45. This isn't the Las Vegas that built its empire on accessibility and fun. This isn't Monaco. This is supposed to be Las Vegas, Nevada, the place where a schoolteacher from Omaha could feel like a king for a weekend. But the corporate giants now steering the ship have decided they no longer want the schoolteachers from Omaha. Instead, their sights are set on the tech entrepreneurs, the cryptocurrency speculators, the international business moguls. In this high-stakes pivot, they are systematically dismantling the very soul of the city. As a longtime visitor who has witnessed this transformation firsthand, I felt compelled to dig deeper. I started investigating, speaking with tourists and workers to uncover what's really happening. If you've noticed a change in your favorite travel spots, let us know in the comments, and be sure to subscribe for more deep dives into the places we think we know. Once upon a time, Vegas was the great equalizer. It didn't matter if you drove a Honda or a Bentley. Everyone got the same shot at the slots, free drinks while gambling, and the feeling that they mattered. But now, the magic is fading, and many are finding themselves on the wrong side of the rope. How do you measure the soul of a city? You can't find it in a financial report, but you can hear it in the stories of the people who loved it. Let's start with a real-life experience. A devoted tourist whose tradition was shattered. For 11 straight years, my wife and I made the pilgrimage to Vegas every March. This year broke us. A room that used to cost $65 a night was $240. The vibe was ice cold. My wife said it best. This doesn't feel like Vegas anymore. It feels like a casino wearing a suit. We went to Nashville instead. Half the cost, twice the fun. Vegas lost us forever. And there are more experiences like this shared online. Another is from Amelia, a Canadian flying home, feeling defeated. This was supposed to be our 20th anniversary trip, she said, but the room cost more than our mortgage payment. Parking was $45, the cheapest blackjack table was $25 minimum. But the worst part was how they treated us, like we didn't belong. The cocktail waitresses avoided our section. We weren't the customers they wanted anymore. 20 years of loyalty gone. I always recommended Vegas because it was this amazing value proposition, he told me. My last trip completely changed my perspective. 300 pounds a night for a basic room, 18 pounds for a sandwich. I can spend a long weekend in Barcelona for what Vegas costs for 2 nights, and Barcelona has actual culture, history, food that doesn't cost more than my mortgage. I told my audience to skip Vegas and go literally anywhere else. That's 300,000 people who used to consider Vegas who won't anymore. The stories from tourists were heartbreaking, but to understand the real cost of this change, I had to talk to the people on the front lines. I spent 3 days talking to workers. Clara has been serving cocktails for 12 years. Her perspective was a masterclass in the changing economics of service. Vegas used to run on volume, she said. Lots of people spending moderate amounts, tipping decent. The old Vegas crowd tipped cash. They understood what it was like to work for tips. New crowd tips on credit cards if they tip at all. Young money types. Last weekend, 8 drinks, a $460 tab. They left me $32. I'm looking for another job. Vegas used to be fun to work in. Now it's just oppressive. Then there is Leo, a slot technician with 15 years of experience. He explained how the very odds have been turned against the player. Every machine has an RTP, return to player percentage. Used to be 92 to 96%. 3 years ago, management started tightening them. Now I'm seeing RTPs as low as 85%. That means your money disappears twice as fast. I had this regular Manny. Came in every Tuesday for 8 years. Haven't seen him in 6 months. He got frustrated and started going to a local place where the machines still play loose. We're losing all the Mannies, the regulars who were the foundation. Now we're chasing whales, but whales are unpredictable. Isabella, a housekeeper for 18 years, sees the struggle in the silence. You want to know how I can tell Vegas is struggling? The rooms. Walk through any hotel on a Tuesday or Wednesday, whole floors with lights off. Used to be every room turned over every night. Now sections sit empty for days. But management doesn't want to look like they're struggling. Same quotas, same expectations. Tips have disappeared. Used to find $5 or $10 pretty regularly. Now it's one room out of 20, and it's usually $2. Vegas used to take care of the people who take care of Vegas. Now we're just overhead to minimize. Finally, Jackson, a security guard, said something that stuck with me. The energy is different now. Angry, desperate. People aren't coming here for fun anymore. They're coming expecting to win money they can't afford to lose. When they don't win, which is almost always, they lose their minds. He told me about a regular of 12 years, Walter. He stopped coming a year ago. Jackson ran into him at a grocery store. Walter said the casino felt mean now. Said they didn't want him there anymore. Jackson's voice was heavy. Walter was right. They don't want Walter. They want people who will drop $5 and not complain. But Walter was there every week for 12 years. That's what built this city. Feelings and stories are powerful, but what do the numbers say? The data reveals a strategy that is both deliberate and deeply flawed. That 6.5% decline? That's 2.8 million fewer visitors. But here's the kicker. Gaming revenue is up. Why? The median household income of visitors has climbed to $93,000. That's not middle class anymore. That's upper middle class pushing toward wealthy. Room rates have more than doubled since 2019. Blackjack table minimums have quintupled. Vegas is trading reliable repeat customers for unpredictable high spenders. I've seen hundreds of similar posts across Reddit, YouTube, and TripAdvisor. The sentiment is brutal and consistent. This isn't isolated whining, this is systematic feedback that Vegas has lost its way. Here's what hit me after all these conversations. Vegas built its brand on accessibility, on the idea that anyone, construction worker or CEO, could walk into a casino and feel like they mattered. You can't recreate that feeling with $300 hotel rooms. You can't manufacture magic by making everything exclusive. The loyal customers are gone. The workers are leaving. And the new customer base Vegas is chasing? They're fickle. When Vegas stops being trendy, they'll go somewhere else without thinking twice. Meanwhile, cities like Nashville and Austin are becoming the new fun destinations for middle-class Americans. Places that actually want regular people to visit. Vegas is gambling with its future. Trading the customers who built this city for customers who don't really care about this city. After talking to all these people, one thing became crystal clear. Vegas used to be the great equalizer where everyone mattered. Now it's become the great divider where only money matters. That's not Vegas. That's just another expensive destination that happens to be in the desert. The house always wins, they say. But for the first time in Vegas history, the house might be making the wrong bet. The soul of a city is on the line. What do you think is the future of Las Vegas? Is it too late for a comeback? Share your stories and opinions in the comments below. If you found this story revealing, please like this video and subscribe for more investigations into the places we travel. Thanks for watching.